This message was provided by Dr. Sarah Sun Liu's show for Today America and the World. So together supported this podcast by two nonprofit organizations from Global Jesus Mission Church and Meridian Business Legal Investment Wish Foundation. If you have any questions or comments, please email us at drsarahliushow@gmail.com. If you want to know more about Dr. Sarah Sun Liu's educational background and accolades and her compassion for running candidate office for the California U.S. Senator, please visit the website drsarahliuforcongress.com. As CEO of a global banking, fintech company, real estate brokerage, and investment legal services company, we will share many issues facing our residents in California and the world through her show. Thanks for your listening, Dr. Sarah Sun Liu Show for Today's America and the World. See you next podcast.
I would like today talk about what is entrepreneurship needed to during this COVID-19. So every day we look at the TV or magazine or any news, especially talk about the COVID-19 affecting us so many different fields our life. So in terms as an entrepreneur, and I'm thinking, what really we needed to do during this COVID-19. So today, I just want to talk about those issues need you. So, according to the follow that COVID implication on the business, we can duplicate, review that. So first, in United States, labor mismatching in United States, because at this point, COVID-19, the people, they are not looking for the jobs because of COVID-19 risk. So there is many job place there, but there is a lack of labor economic opportunity. But however, private sector, the wage is so high increase, even people, because of people does not working. So the still, the many positions remain unfilled. So that's why those those underlying factor directly related this pandemic result. So this may be temporary, maybe longer lasting effect. However, the company is seeking for laborers, but it is still, strong. That's why the ensure strong executive level support is very important at this point. That's why. So I'm looking for today issue about that, and also what is effective that secondary American the opportunity the what is COVID-19 effective that 49% people labor market that 49% of respondents said that most Americans had opportunity to find a good job, up 7% point from March when first conducted the COVID. So and take major U.S. student achieve after pandemic, school is closed. That is another matter of the this pandemic. Most school is closed. Very historically, the student very disadvantaged through the COVID because their grade level is behind the few years because they didn't go to the school or did not attending school. So they, there is many setback condition at the student, major, uh, majority or minority, or all impacted those school. The like black is 5 months behind. The white is 2 months behind. Like exactly very impacted. So and then also, you know, another fact that China grocery industry that and India logic sector needs structure reform more than ever because of COVID-19. So international, wholesale uh, warehousing or company shrinking because of shortage inventory, and then also reduct level human supply, human labor. Yes, and then also transportation function is so you know non-efficiently. So that's why it's still COVID-19 impacted our community. And then also uh, the online commercial is so growing rapidly. But anyway, the lowest sales, the square feet, the price is so low to when we're then the including landscaping or profit difference, retail model, and sweeping impact changing consumer preference technology. So now is China or the rebuild those leading huge market leaders because of low cost and low cost labor, low cost product. So, but still COVID-19 is the uh, effective those big chain. So that's the one we can review. Another one is that we can pandemic is the because the lifestyle and change the work style is changed because before our life before COVID, so our life is so the uh, working place and then living place is so separate. But during those COVID, that most people working at house, you know, and most communication is virtually by Zoom. So the technology so grew because of a very high productive, those COVID change those workforce method too. So another one I wanted to overview those what the another circumstance that are the because of COVID. So another things the economy turned down facing COVID-19. So business still suffers and then challenges, so many challenges, and the how to ensure business continuously. Many American businesses close. The we need a remote work ethic, remote the way of business. So the some sector of employees still needed to go work, but many workforce major that employ adopted to their operations. Very communication is so uh, you know not just bright uh, method. Just the virtual is number one, not face to face. So this kind of change is, environment we need to consider and the entrepreneur today. So how we can overcome those situations? So I want to give a few of guidance. First, because of this crisis, the most important is you make a team. Ensure your business continue. The possibly you needed to training your employees all the negative fact while those COVID-19. And also, the main, centralized effort needed and the more entrepreneur leaderships needed during this COVID-19. So, should define object and then also responsibility need to give to directly to individuals, those central, the leaders. So that's very important because COVID-19 is developed different virus and different views. So we don't know tomorrow. So we have to really ensure our surrounding. Whatever our today's decisions, outbreak tomorrow's, because our the leadership influence personality, because of this COVID is more like needed to ensure the continuously across all the department in your company. So that's why you have to establish those central teams who can really main teams. You have to if you have like 100 employees before, now is you have to make a 50 employee to who are real centralized people who are really utilize your the next levels impact possibly to essentials your business. Any difference in the scenario you will have that who really can hold those performance function in your company. Second, I wanna the most important is I think safety mirror, because during this COVID-19 we are so challenged safety mirror, client and employee and even entrepreneurs ourselves. We have really careful about our healthy problem, because the whenever we go out, whenever stay in or stay out, healthy is a risk always. So that's why those environment healthy situation, COVID-19 is now is mandatory for most is mask mandate. So there is many issues, because some employee they welcome to do so pro mask, pro mandate mask. Some they don't want it. So there is many fighting issue to between those that's why many big corporations lay off many people. So we are really everyone is struggle through this COVID-19. The things is we have the we have the whatever your populations, how many people is like employee 10 or 20 hundred thousands, there is a different environment, different legal regulation and law. Your organizations need encourages those people's keep themselves employees healthy. So not too much pause. I don't think so that it's good idea to pause people to get a mask mandate. There is we have to educate them, ensure to distance each other at least 6 feet, and then also ensures encourage wash your hands, and then protect each other's like clothing, everything is clean. So I those kind of clean desk, clean office, those kind of is little by little also uh, we can encourage in office. So that's the is I think that we need a guarantee safety. Even we have to guarantee safety for our client, because our client is, if they feel no safety, they not gonna come to the store. So I think that is the another things we have to do in eliminate those negative impact COVID-19. And the other things is we need a contingency plan for this pandemic crisis. So there is many people working in same place. Possibly, one day this person is ill, so go to the hospital. How you can able to recaps or able to replace those those the employees position. So I think that you needed to more like contact staffing company, one of sample, or you need more strongly training for your remain staff to scalable, more scalable. I think there is a performance gap. The owner or entrepreneurs, they wanted to do this more like being able to do carry out their duty, but because of those COVID-19, there is a performance gap because they're unable to those their duty, unable to do performs well what their design, what their skill had. Even they have a skill, even they have fulfill all their position, but there is the gap of performance gap. So we have to replace those performance gap critically, because if not, the if not if not there is the we have to really extremely suitable place candidate. We have to always put in next door. So because this is a the business we are dealing with the client, not only ourselves. So we have to always identifies we are the here in office or any place, we have the most focus on our own company have refilled most needed client, most needed develop those skills during those COVID. This COVID is best time to reveal to your teams who are be stronger. You can make a more like a training time. You can more like have a suitable candidate because many people's lay off. You easily find out. You are entrepreneur. You can easily find out good candidates through LinkedIn, through Facebook, through staffing company. I think you have to make sure to refill those those performance gaps what you have through the COVID-19. I think another things I'm just suggest for this through the pandemic, our workforce environment is so strict. So we have to have a flexible work arrangement. then we cannot just force people to work 8 hours a day, same jobs what they do, because due to the COVID-19, so many people lay off. They don't see the same persons, same functional persons in same office. So, but the more like the customers needed, more like supply needed, more like stakeholders, the effort needed. So, so this time is we need to flexible time arrangement, and then the team arrangement. I think we have the communication arrangement. So we have the few things arrangement through this COVID, because of the before COVID, we have so many people go to the outside field, sales or marketing. But at this point, we have to rearrange it, because we cannot go to the outside that much. So we have to minimize to that, because outside sales, no more needed during those COVID-19 like before. So that's why, so we have to maybe those central staff, there is make a spread to full time to part times, or I or weekly hours, or to those kind of time management, you know arrangement is so important. And as well as the we have the really those teams that are working, and where example working at the warehouse, or at the constructions, at the call center, or any place, they should have separate, the separated continuously. They need to spread the orange teams effectively, because some teams like had a COVID. Like example, their warehouse team is COVID 19. The has brought one of the employee. Then another team is, if you separate, then the another team is not effective. So if you are not like separate teams or management, then every in your employees will be have COVID effective. So that's why, so intentionally, uh, you have to identify those circumstance law that are you have to do. So that's very important. Physical distance, avoid to each teams or each department. So quantity, the qualities you should management impact, those teams each others. So that's one I want a recommendation. Another things, communication tools. Before COVID-19, we are face to face, like open door policy. So we can, anyone can go in out communication, either open door policy available. At this point, COVID-19 is most no open door policy, even at the restaurant, store, and the company everywhere. So communication is very, very important, now to COVID-19. So because this time is contactless time, like most important is we have to give a tool to communication to between employee, entrepreneur, and employees, and between the workers to workers, between customer to workers. Or so we have the feedback system, we have the communication system virtually. Like if you don't have internet, the connection in your store, I should do it. And then also you don't have a nice e-commerce website, or no e-commerce way to buy and sell, you should build it as soon as possible, because the communications it's loyalty. Now it's a loyalty business because the more like better communication company build the more like loyalty need client. That's very important. Wealthy mind. You should continuously leading, your staff through the now is the Zoom and Skype, any other there's a lot of virtual meeting software. We can easily download, easily we can the produce communication with the client and with the coworkers. So those information technology or like that is the communication is very flexible needed. Also as you are entrepreneur, think about that AIU technology. So I studied MIT this year about AIU technology. So little bit AI technology, little bit early, just general business, but now it's banking, global banking company, and even law firms. Many places now we are working in the AIU technology, like a chatbot, AIU advisor, so robot advisor. So think about those way to maybe AIU or too early, but consider that because of AIU technology does not to communication face to face. So most Google and Amazons, they have so variety AI functions there. So I think I recommendation those technology communications make more efficiently. So I think that I recommend that too.
This message was provided by Dr. Sarah Sun Liu's show for Today America and the World. So together supported this podcast by two nonprofit organizations from Global Jesus Mission Church and Meridian Business Legal Investment Wish Foundation. If you have any questions or comments, please email us at drsarahlieushow@gmail.com. If you want to know more about Dr. Sarah Sun Liu's educational background and accolades and her compassion for running candidate office for the California U.S. Senator, please visit the website drsarahliew4congress.com. As CEO of a global banking, fintech company, real estate brokerage, and investment legal services company, we will share many issues facing our residents in California and the world through her show. Thanks for your listening, Dr. Sarah Sun Liu Show for Today's America and the World. See you next podcast.